The European Union has announced a very important oil embargo on Russian oil. The idea basically is to implement this embargo gradually, and this is an important thing. Second, offsetting the volumes that the European Union imports from Russia is relatively easy in the case of oil. It can import from numerous different producers from Norway, the North Sea in general, from the United States, and many other suppliers. So that is relatively easy. In any case, the European Union has announced that it will do it gradually in order to avoid having to purchase those oil imports in rubles as the Kremlin demands. The problem for the European Union is not so much on a ban on the imports of oil or coal from Russia. Both are relatively easy to offset and to substitute with other importing countries, with other suppliers. The problem is in natural gas. The European Union imports about 150 BCM per year of natural gas from Russia. Those imports are essential for numerous economies, and it's very difficult to substitute them with other sources because trying to offset them with nuclear is virtually impossible for Germany, which decided to close the nuclear plants a few years ago. Second, it is virtually impossible for the rest of the economies because of the limited availability of nuclear. And solar and wind are intermittent, volatile, and impossible to predict. Therefore, very difficult to offset imports of natural gas with hydro, nuclear, wind, or solar. It is also extremely difficult to substitute the imports of natural gas from Russia with imports from other countries. The European Union could increase significantly its purchases of liquefied natural gas coming from Algeria, via Italy, or coming from the United States, but ultimately it faces a very difficult scenario because on the one hand it'll be extremely expensive. It is 3-4 times more expensive than piped gas from Russia. On the other hand, most of the availability of liquefied natural gas and vessels for liquefied natural gas is already taken. So it's very difficult at the moment for the European Union to truly impose a ban on Russian fossil fuels. Furthermore, we cannot forget that it is impossible for the European Union and the West to implement a true embargo on Russian fossil fuels when, on the other side, it is exporting an increasing amount of fossil fuels to China and the rest of Asia. India, China, other countries are taking as much Russian oil, gas, and coal as they can in an environment in which the opportunity is to grab those quantities at a significant discount because of the difficult situation in which Russia is. Of course, for Russia, it is impossible to offset entirely the exports to the European Union with exports to China. There is a significant logistical problem, and there is an impossibility in the case of natural gas to reroute those quantities to the east. It would take years and billions of dollars of investment. So this is a very difficult issue for the European Union. Banning natural gas imports from Russia would be devastating. It would shed about 2% of GDP, according to some brokers. Second, for Russia, it is virtually impossible to truly entirely offset the volumes that are sold to the European Union by selling to the East, but we must understand that there is no true embargo on Russia without the support from China. Therefore, it's going to be a slow process, not all countries in the European Union agree on a full embargo. It will probably start with oil, maybe afterwards with coal, and it will probably be more complicated to get the European Union to agree on a complete embargo on natural gas from Russia. In any case, let us not forget that in the meantime, China will continue to increase the purchases from Russia as long as the economy requires it. So, a very difficult situation in general. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, leave your comments below, and keep defending freedom. Thank you very much.